from the 28. From the gun, it's Tua. They're going deep downfield for Boykin. The 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Leonard Fournette on the carry.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 29, Wentz. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time, and his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 7-0. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. Now he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 34-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. No open, it's Goodwin. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A 1st down there will pick up the 25.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 27.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 22, Wentz going to throw deep for the end zone. Back in the end zone, can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Jefferson.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This is Carson. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Carson. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Tackle made.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. They also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. They'll try to run with Carson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
These two teams all tied after 1. Tua now on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That one complete to Prochet. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
On the tackle.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the Vikings' 35-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Complete.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Lions.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
4th down.
And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Well, listen, now, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Wentz on 3rd down.
Frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Tua now on first down. That's into the hands of Crochet. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Tua. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
The Lions first down.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Detroit.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Flushed out right. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, here's Fournette. He'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
5-yard line.
This is Fournette. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On third down, it's Carson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you get most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They'll have a first down past the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
32-yard line.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
42-yard line.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
And 2.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 5 yards yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Ball carrier taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Fournette running out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 4-yard gain.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with a big bang for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal for some breathing room, no doubt. And really, a field goal would be huge. That would make it a 2-score game. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. You have to use timeouts. What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 40-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. It's the rookie DeAndre Swift fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and...
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 1st down run there by Fournette as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to throw. And get that to Fournette, complete. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. It's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 17. Michael Dixon set to kick.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
The catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
To throw is Tua. Eluding the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Tua. And his throw here's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. Steps away to his left. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. On the run, it's Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
18-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score a win.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch. Now Fournette. And he's going to get it across the midfield.
midfield stripe into Lion territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, Carson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Down and 1.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Fournette. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Lions' 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25.
On the carry.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
2nd and 5.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Minnesota, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.